Hey everyone, welcome back to Metal Mondays with Marathon Melio. Today we are going to talk about the New Zealand Hawke's Bay Marathon. Here is the medal for that. As you can see, the medal is kind of just whatever. It's kind of boring actually. But don't let that confuse you. The course itself was beautiful. I love it. And it is actually my favorite course I have ever ran. And I have ran over 50 fulls and halves combined. So, that's saying a lot. I am so used to running in city streets, with big buildings and just really not a lot to look at, nothing to really take off your mind. And this course was actually complete opposite. It had everything. It had, greenery, it had mountains, it had bridges, it had dirt roads and vineyards and orchards and livestock and just everything. It was just so awesome. I loved it so much. And I was able to really just kind of zone out and put myself in another place the whole race and not really focus on like how tired I was or how much my legs hurt or why am I doing this or whatever. So in general, I think you should absolutely come do this race. If you're trying to join the Seven Continent Marathon Club, Hawke's Bay, New Zealand is the course to do. 100% hands down my favorite course. The good thing about this course also is that I did get a PR. Not why I loved it though, that is a plus, but I loved it for every reason other than that as well. In the end, you finish in a winery, Elephant Hill Winery, and that was really pretty as well, and they gave you some free wine, and so that was cool also. I would think the best part of this race actually is, at one point you run up a little peak and a little embankment, I guess you call it, and you just kind of ran above on a dirt road above everything else. And so on one side, there was orchards and farms and stuff, and on the other side there was sheep and cows and a little bit further there was a lake, and it was just mind-blowing. It was just awesome. And you did that little path where you were above everything for many miles. It seemed like it was far, and then you got off of it, and I was kind of bummed because it was really pretty, and you made kind of like a little U-turn, and then you came back on another one on the other side. So I was like, oh great, this is awesome. I just love it. I love this place so much. New Zealand is awesome. It's so beautiful, and this course is amazing. For this course, I was shooting for a PR. My last PR was about 8-minute miles. So for this one, I usually start a little slow, but then I find my pace, which is usually around 7:30. Sorry, and from there I just kind of try to maintain it the whole way through. And then at the end, I end up kind of gassing out, and I average out to about 8-minute miles. So with this one, I figured I'd just start at 8-minute miles, so that way I can run the whole way through, which already would put me pretty close to PRing, or at least tying my record, right? So I figured I'd start at 8-minute miles, and then I would hopefully sprint the last couple miles because I would have all this energy saved up, and then I would get a PR. Not really the way it worked. Even though I paced myself at 8-minute miles almost the entire time, I still didn't have any energy at the end. I was still done. I still hit the wall. I still questioned myself, why am I doing this? So I don't know that strategy worked. I mean, I guess it did work, but not as good as I thought it was going to work. Like, I really thought I was going to just kill it and sprint at the end and have all this energy saved up. Even though I did PR, I still had to really push and, dig deep to find it in me to do it. But I think it did work. It worked, but it wasn't as easy. It's easier said than done, I still PR'd by over 3 minutes, which to me is fucking amazing. I'm stoked. Kind of a lot. Like every minute, every second counts with marathons, and in this case, 3 minutes. So that's just, slowly inching my way to maybe qualifying for Boston. I mean, if I can do another 3 minutes in the next race and another 3 minutes in the next race, and who knows, maybe eventually I will get down to that 3:10 pace that I need to qualify for Boston, and maybe I'll be running that soon. I mean, I don't know. I just feel good. I feel confident. I feel like it's attainable now. Maybe before it was kind of way out of my reach. I couldn't even fathom running 10 seconds faster than my last marathon, but somehow I did it 3 minutes faster. So I'm stoked. I'm happy. I cried a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but these little things, these little small victories, they mean a lot to me. Maybe they don't mean much to most people, but that record of mine was set 12 years ago. So for me to be faster now at 41 is a huge deal for me. So I'm happy, I'm stoked, and I do another marathon in like 4 days, 5 days, something like that, in Australia. I don't know that I'll be able to do as good. My legs are not as sore as I thought they would be, but I think like when I start running again, they may be. I don't know. We'll see. But if I can do it, I'm going to try and do the same kind of strategy. I'm going to start a little slow and then try and pick up the pace at the end. We'll see what happens. All right, my friends. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll have another one for you next week as well from Australia. Thanks for watching.